Could I say that Dylan Brooks saved the Phoenix Suns? I mean, granted, they did get a championship out of it, but it's not a respectable championship. Nobody respects it except LeBron James fans, to be honest. So my point is, you can't have a lose. You can't lose that much. Like, bro, you didn't make the playoffs your first year. If anything, matter of fact, if anybody saved the Lakers, it wasn't LeBron James. It was Anthony Davis. That's who saved the franchise because they were losing. They were a losing team before Anthony Davis got there. They didn't make the playoffs the year prior. Keep that in mind. They won the championship when Anthony Davis arrived. So let's just say I give you credit for LeBron James the bubble championship. I can make a very strong case that it was Anthony Davis who saved the franchise. It wasn't. It wasn't LeBron. But if you ask me, neither one of them saved it. The Lakers organization is a team that always gonna attract superstars. LeBron was just the next one in line. That's it. He did not save the fucking franchise. I need to stop pushing it. And I can guarantee you, if LeBron didn't come, eventually somebody else would have. Matter of fact, we have proof of that. Matter of fact, Kawhi Leonard, it was on record. Kawhi Leonard was going to go to the Lakers. That's the team he preferably wanted to go to at first. It wasn't until he saw that LeBron James signed to the Lakers that he decided, okay, yeah, I'm going to go to the Clippers. That's the truth, nigga. He didn't want to play with LeBron. If LeBron would have stayed in Cleveland, Kawhi Leonard would have went to the Lakers. So Kawhi would have been the quote-unquote savior of the Lakers. But Kawhi wouldn't have claimed that shit because they don't create narratives like that. This nigga's the only one to create bullshit narratives to try to overrate and praise this nigga. Not a competitor, but been to 10 finals with 4. Nigga, he's not a competitor. I'll say it. He's not a fucking competitor. I don't give a fuck how many finals he's been to. He's a fucking loser, nigga. You lost him. You won 4 out of fucking 10, and you had superstars on your team each time you won. He's not a competitor. A competitor can win even when his back is against the wall. Every last single time LeBron James has won, he stacked the deck to win. He always had a teammate that won off. This nigga about to, I wouldn't even plan on going in on LeBron like this. This is crazy. This is the crazy part about it. LeBron James is the only superstar caliber player that you kind of put in that top 10 greatest of all time-ish level that has had multiple teammates that's capable of dropping 50. Multiple teammates that has dropped 30 plus in the finals with him. Multiple teammates. He's the only one. Michael Jordan never had that. I'll be surprised if Scottie Pippen even scored 30 in the NBA Finals game before. Steph Curry obviously had it with Kevin Durant, but that's the only one. Magic Johnson had it with Kareem, but Magic Johnson isn't a scorer, so it makes sense with him. He's kind of like he's the obsession of the rule because he's a ball distributor. He isn't a person that, scores. And then let's see, Kobe. He's never had that outside of Shaq. Shaq was the only one. You can keep going. Kareem, I don't think Kareem's ever had a person on his team that was capable of that. Tim Duncan has never had that. Multiple, people on his team that's capable of dropping 40 and 50 points. Who else? Who else is in that top 10 range? Shaq has. I'll say Shaq has, because he had Kobe and D Wade and Penny. So I guess you can go with Shaq. But for the most part, anybody it's rare. And I'm pretty sure Shaq never had one to drop 50, multiple to drop that's capable of dropping 40 and 50. This nigga here, He's like I said, he keeps each year trading away his players to get, to get more talent on his team to help him win. And he keeps losing even despite of that. That's what I mean by him. That's what Charles Barkley called him out about in 2017 when Golden State Warriors, made the trade for Kevin Durant. LeBron didn't feel like they could win. This is the same year he was trying to secretly trade Kyrie Irving for Chris Paul. And he kept on complaining, saying, we need a distributor. We need a point guard. That's what he kept saying. But you got Kyrie Irving on your team. Why the fuck would you be saying that? And then Charles Barkley basically called him out and was like, nigga, you got the highest paid team in the league. I think at the time, that was the highest paid team in NBA history. You had a loaded squad, nigga. You got Kyrie, you got Kevin Love, you got great role players on your team. The Golden State Warriors aren't unbeatable. If you really who you say you are, you really the GOAT, like they trying to lie to us like you are, why the fuck can't you compete? Why do you gotta keep on adding more and more players to your team? None of the other greats had to do that, except him. Okay, he said, even with Luka, he looks tired and more big. He probably stressed. Nigga, he played with Wade, Kyrie, and Anthony Davis. All of them niggas are capable of dropping 40 or more. All of them niggas. Even Kevin Love, to a degree, was capable of that. Maybe more so that 30 plus range, but Kevin Love was capable of it too. Chris Bosh was capable of dropping 30. What up, Jeremiah? Even with Louis less time and more big, you had a scratch. Hold on, didn't you just say, what the fuck? This nigga copying what people said. What the fuck is this nigga doing? That's equivalent to smoking. What are you talking about, to live? 10 years of nothing made it cool. Made it cool to be a Laker again. Nigga, no, he did not. He made it a clown show. Nobody wants to be a Laker. You would notice it. You notice that all the good players, when they were eligible for a contract, the Lakers were trying to get them and they said no to them. So how the fuck can you say that, he made it cool to be a Laker? Obviously he didn't, because nobody wanted to come there. Kawhi didn't want to come there. Klay Thompson didn't want to come there. DeMar DeRozan, after he had a chance the second time and saw how it was going, didn't want to go there. Multiple players said no to the Los Angeles Lakers because of LeBron James being there. Even Kevin Durant, if you can remember, he called it out a while ago, and he got some backlash from his bronsexuals such as yourself, saying that because Kevin Durant said that y'all have a very toxic fan base. He said he got toxic fanboys, and the environment around him in general was toxic, and he 100% told the truth when he said that. The NBA respects it. What? Of course they gonna respect it, nigga. It's their business. Don't nobody care, bro. You know something else that's interesting about you, LeBron fans, bro. You know something very interesting about you niggas. Y'all all have the same talking points. Like it's crazy. All of y'all say the same shit. I swear to God, I be thinking this in my head. Do these niggas just sit around and watch Shannon Sharp and Nick Wrong all damn day for they talking points? Because you saying all the bullshit that Shannon Sharp said earlier this week. Don't nobody give a fuck if AD would have never been there if it wasn't for LeBron. What I'm telling you, if LeBron didn't come there, Kawhi was coming there. And Kawhi would have brought along other players too. So stop trying to use that bullshit. He didn't save shit. Now, is it let's just go with what ended up happening. Does AD, let's say without LeBron, does AD himself land in Los Angeles? More than likely not. But you can't say he saved the Lakers because of that. That's bullshit. You said he wouldn't have. How wouldn't he? How can you say he wouldn't have delivered when he just was coming first from a championship, nigga. Like y'all be saying crazy shit, bro. He just won a fucking championship with the Raptors. Nobody thought that he was gonna win with the Raptors. And the Raptors were way less talented than what LeBron has. It was no superstar caliber player on the Raptors when he won. Now, granted, he got lucky. I'll give you that. He definitely got lucky that, Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson got injured. Even some of the Golden State Warriors role players kind of got injured. Give you that. But I'm just saying, he had some competition in the East as well, unlike LeBron when he was in the East. And he ultimately got the championship.